Alright, so I'm just about to pull up to this Rogers flea market up here in Ohio. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes to drive up here. But I figure I didn't have anything to do, so might as well take a drive. Oh look, we got some horses over there. Yeah, I figured I'll just take a drive, see what they got at this flea market. It's seriously a huge flea market. I mean, I go to my flea market around Pittsburgh, and it's, you know, I mean, it's fairly big, but this one is probably 4 to 5 times as big as the one I normally go to. So up here, they got a lot more people picking through stuff, but the good thing is it's only on a Friday. So usually you don't get the weekend crowd. A lot of the people coming up can't make it because they have to work during the week. I luckily didn't have to work today, so I figure I'll make some use out of the day, see what they got up here, and hopefully find some games. Yeah, it looks like it's probably a good idea to get up here earlier. Still got a lot of people setting stuff up. Doesn't look too crowded yet. So glad I didn't leave an hour earlier. Here we go, they got a big food section, hamburgers, hot sausages, cheese steaks. We got gyros. I'll probably be out of here before I'd be hungry for lunch. But then in my last video I showed they have all these indoor sections. So I'll walk around outside and then I'll stop in the indoor ones. Usually the insides are kind of generic stuff, more like stores and things like that, not people coming from home.
I know, he's like looking at puppies. We are down.
Nobody's been there, so they haven't made a penny since you've been gone. From that spot.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Not too bad, just got up here, so.
It's gonna be a nice day for a change.
Yeah, it's a little cold now. I hope it gets nicer. I was gonna come up last week. Was it raining up here last week?
We have this is our first week here.
Oh, really?
Every weekend it's rain.
Yeah, I was gonna look, last week I was thinking about coming up, and I looked up the forecast and it was gonna be raining.
It's been one Friday in May. Nice.
Yeah.
And we didn't come that
It's
week
been all
either
rain.
Because it said it was like 40% chance of rain. I'm not going to put all the stuff out there. Have to cover it or try to get it packed up in the rain and all that.
Yeah, that's what I figured, and I come up from around Pittsburgh, so it's like an hour drive.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to drive up if nobody's going to be there, you know? Do you normally have a store, or?
No.
Nah, just come up here and...
Yep. I do Hartville and Rogers. I go out to Youngstown.
Yeah.
Sundays. But this is our third flea market this year because the weather's been crappy.
Yeah, it's been bad. Got a lot of stuff though, that's for sure. Yeah, I managed to pick up a bag of games off that guy, so pretty good deal. Alright, managed to pick up a good bit of games off that guy. Paid $35 for all these and got a bunch of Nintendo games that I didn't have. So the first one is Circus Caper, Defender of the Crown, Viper, Tag Team Wrestling. Some of them are pretty cheap ones, but I didn't have them. Star Force. Here's a good one. Ikari 3: The Rescue. Ren and Stimpy Show, Buckaroos. The Shadow of the Ninja, and Kings of the Beach. And then I got it one Genesis game, Mercs. I'd heard a lot about this game, never had it, so figure I'll check that one out. $3. And then I got 3 box games: Defender 2, Fast Break, and Rad Racer 2.
Any aluminum projects you have? You got aluminum projects? What are you looking for?
What's that?
Any particular one you're looking for?
No, I was just picking up some old video games and stuff, so I saw the Sonic and...
Yeah, we do have Call of Duty, Sonic, Pac-Man,
Yeah.
Gear of War.
I saw someone, he was wearing a, like those Snuggies. He had
Yep.
like a Pac-Man Snuggie. I thought that was pretty funny.
Colts, I think, had it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I got a pretty good deal off of that guy. Got a NES Max controller, sealed still. It's got the H seam on it and everything, so they wanted $7. I ended up getting it for $4. Pretty cool finding something sealed from way back then. Yeah, this flea market's a little bit more out in the country, so you got stuff like that. Saddles and all kinds of leather, and earlier I took some footage of some deer skin and stuff like that. And I actually picked up my dad some turkey calls out here. At the flea market I go to, I never see any turkey calls, but this is a little bit more out in the country, more hunters and fishing and stuff like that, so got a little bit more of that. Some Amish country donuts, but those are really good. Might grab one of those on the way back out.
There's 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. One donut?
Yeah. Can I have some extra paper to wrap that in?
Sure.
You want it in the bag?
Could you wrap it? Yes, that's it.
All right, got one of those donuts. I was thinking about getting one later, but it looks so good I just grabbed one right now. See how it is. They're all warm. Those are damn good. Alright, well here's the best spot to show you an overview of the whole flea market. It's kind of raised up. So you can see all that row right there. That's one row out of like 5 or 6 that go down. Goes the whole way down there, a couple rows.
That's my major fear right now.
And it goes the whole way down there too, so. Then you got the buildings inside, which aren't as cool, because they're just normally like general store stuff, like I said earlier. But I mean, this row right here, you can see it goes down the whole way there, curves over to the left. I mean, just that row would probably take me 20 minutes to walk down, and they got 10 more of them, at least.
They're all open holes, so I'm going to let that one pass.
We have on this old average Johnson.
Remember Brucey's time? No glass dish.
Alright, so finally made it down to the end here. It's been about over 2 hours walking around so far. I still got like half of it to check out. Got a little crick here. There we go. This makes you a little nervous. Feel like I'm gonna fall down through here. But a pretty nice area up here. I mean, it's out in the country. Luckily got some good weather. Alright, so far, yeah, I got those Nintendo games. Got an Atari 2600 with a bunch of games and controllers. Mainly I got it for controllers. It has some games that I didn't have too, but Now I got an extra Atari console, so figures. But let's start heading back up the other direction. And then after walking around for a little bit more, ended up finding some more Nintendo games that I didn't have. Abadox, Jordan vs. Bird. Super C I did already have, but it came with it. Same with Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, obviously. And I didn't have MTV Remote Control. And 2 Genesis games that I picked up was Mickey Mania and Earthworm Jim. So really cool to get those. I mean, it was marked $3. I got the 2 Genesis for $5 total. And then I got all those Nintendo games for $7. And the Atari stuff here I got for $7 for that whole box. So pretty good deal. And then here I got some of these. They're turkey calls for my dad. He likes turkey calls. Alright, just leaving the flea market. I walked around for 3 or 4 hours around that place. It's so big. I wouldn't even be able to come here all the time. It's just so big. I mean, to get through the whole thing, I'd have to even be here longer than 4 hours. You know, it's kind of tough walking around for that long, carrying all your stuff around and everything. If I bought some big consoles, it'd be a real pain in the butt. But came out with some good stuff. I wasn't expecting to find that many Nintendo games. I got probably 15 Nintendo games that I didn't have in my collection. And usually I come out to flea markets and I have almost all the Nintendo games they have. But pretty cool to pick all those up, and then the box of Atari stuff is just a bonus. I already have an Atari 2600 obviously, but I didn't have some of the games and I needed some paddle controllers and stuff. So for $7 for the whole box, pretty good deal. I think I spent around probably 50, 60 bucks. So I got a lot of stuff for that, for my money. But just figured I'd record some footage, take you guys along with me, show you what it was like. So I'm Dinky Dana, and thanks for watching. Yeah, so I was just driving back from the flea market and saw this sign for a yard sale. You gotta see this place, so I'll capture some footage of it. Back here. Alright, well they didn't have too much in there. She pretty much said that they get stuff in on Fridays, and a lot of collectors will come in on that day and, you know, kind of pick through their stuff. But the 2 games that I did get, Popeye for the Atari, which I used to play all the time, so really cool on that one, and Dig Dug. So, not too bad. I wasn't expecting any games in there.